Hello people of the YouTube, welcome back to my channel. You know, sellers on AliExpress like to play fast and loose with the numbers. Let's talk about it. Let's take a closer look at these 3 charging hubs from AliExpress. If this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel. Remember to activate the notification bell. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, ring the notification bell as well to be the first one to get notified every time I post a new video. I'm gonna talk about my experiences using these 3 charging hubs, whether or not they live up to their claim and if they are worth it. So do watch the whole video if you wanna know the final verdict. At the end of the video, they're gonna get a thumbs up if they're worth it, or a thumbs down if they're not worth it. So without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, let's start with this 150 watt USB-C charger, and is a combo, right? As you can see here, has USB-A and USB-C charger, and it is 150 watt. At least that's the claim, that it does 150 watt. But before we get deep down, let's start by listing the prices of these items. These 2 items, they are identical. These 2 items are identical. These 2 items, 150 watt, just the color is the difference. And these 2 items are $11, right? $11 from AliExpress. And this one, which has multiple USB-C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 USB-C and 3 USB-A, is a 600 watt charging station, and this one cost $35. So now we start with the build quality. There's nothing to complain about for the build quality. There's nothing loose, there's no gaps, right? For these 2, the build quality is good. The plastic feels cheap, like it feels like if you drop this on a cement floor, they're gonna break. You can even hear the sound. But other than that, the finish, fit and finish of the product is good. There's no gaps or anything. And then they have a little weight to it. We're gonna come back on that weight. This one, fit and finish, is also good. There's no gaps, nothing. And the back here you have the cable. You plug the cable here. I don't know what this port is called. It's just normal cable. The kind you get from your behind your TV. It's the same, and then you plug it in the wall. In order for all these ports to work and be able to charge. And this one also have a weight to it. So you can see here you have 2 USB-C and 4 USB-A, and it says it's 150 watts, which, according to me, I would think that if this is rated for 150 watt, you should be able to charge something, plug something that draws 60 watts, for instance, and then plug another thing that draws maybe 20 watts, and then plug another thing that draws 20 watts, and so on, right? Or plug something that draws 150 watts, and then you cannot charge anything else. But if you have multiple devices that draws, let's say 50 watt each, right? you should be able to plug one here and one here, right? That's 50 watts, that's 50 watts. And then if the third one draws like 40 watts, you should be able to plug it here. So you can have those 3 devices charge at the same time or work at the same time. This is not the case with these things, right? If you plug something here that draws like 60 watts, it barely can work. The device I use to edit my videos is a Surface Pro 3. Yeah, I know it's an old tablet, but that's the only device I have for now. That's what I use to edit my videos. And once it's plugged here, I cannot plug anything else. If I plug anything else, nothing's gonna work. And even though I don't plug anything else, if I plug it here or here, it's still not gonna work. So this thing is definitely not 150 watts. It is not. And then you have some weight to it. I'm pretty sure they put a small metal in there to make this thing heavier, right? And in doing so, right now I'm just thinking, right, it's probably their hope that when you hold it you think, this thing is heavy, so it must be 150 watts, right? It's to just fool people. It is to fool people. None of these two things are 150 watts, right? So let's come to this one. This one claims to be 600 watts, right? This one, to be honest, when I plug my Surface Pro 3 here on one of these two, it charges, right? It charges. But as soon as I plug something else in, it doesn't matter where I plug it, whether it's here, 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 as soon as I plug something else, the Surface doesn't charge anymore, which is weird because it's supposed to be 600 watt, right? So if this thing is 600 watt, and you can see here, I'm just gonna put it this way, and you can see here, it can draw 140 watts. The second one can draw 140 watts. The third one, the fourth and the fifth one, the third and the fourth can draw 100 watts each, and the fifth one can draw 30 watts, and the rest of the USB A ports can draw 30 watts. So I'm thinking, if that's the case, I should be able to plug something that draws 60 watt here, right? And plug something that draws 15 watts here or 20 watts. As soon as I plug my Surface here, this thing cannot charge anything, not even a smartphone, nothing. It cannot. So this thing is not 600 watts as well. So that's the thing with AliExpress. If you buy tech from AliExpress and then the tech is not branded, whatever claim they are making, you can be 95% sure. I will even go up and say you can be 99% sure that whatever claim they're making is bull, is rubbish, it's not true at all. You can see here, no brand, 600 watt. I bet this thing is probably, if you're lucky, it's probably 60 watt, right? And I bet this thing is probably 15 watts, not 150, 15 watts, right? They just make these outrageous claims with the product they sell on AliExpress all the time. So this is just a video. I knew buying these things that this is not gonna be 600 watts. This is not gonna be 150 watts. How do I know? Because I've been buying things from AliExpress for a long time now, over a decade. So I'm well used to all this. But I bought this on purpose to make a video to share with you guys. If you ever want to buy something from AliExpress, be aware, right? Be aware. I'm gonna show you something. that I also bought from AliExpress. So this is a 65 watt charger, right? 65 watt. And it has one USB-C, two USB-C, and one USB-E. So two USB-C and one USB-E. And the brand of this charger is, I don't know if it's gonna come true, but it's WOTOB, WOTOB and E. That's the brand. And this brand, I've bought some other chargers from this brand, and they always work. And this thing, the claim here is 65 watts, and it is 65 watts, right? And I can charge three things here simultaneously. I can plug three items here and charge all of those three items at the same time, right? Sometimes I plug my Sony Xperia Pro I here. I plug my Pixel 8 Pro and another thing, and all the three things charge at the same time. The Pixel draws probably 30 watts, and the other one probably draws 20 watts, right? And the last thing draws maybe 10 watts. All the three things are gonna charge at the same time, and that's because this thing is 65 watts, right? This thing is supposed to be 150 watts, but you can't plug more than two things here. It doesn't work. So this thing is probably 15 watts, and the same goes for this one. So what's the verdict? Well, honestly, I don't have anything positive to say about any of these three things. Nothing. I don't have anything positive. If you're looking for something like this, like a charging dock, look elsewhere. You can find charging docks from AliExpress that are maybe 250 watts charging docks, and you will see the price yourself. They will be around $250, right? $250. Those one works. This one doesn't work. So the final verdict of these three things is a thumbs down. Thumbs down. Do not waste your money on this. Do not waste your money on these things. All right. We've reached the end of the video. I do have more videos on my channel, and at the end of this video you're going to get a suggestion of 2 videos. Go watch them. Alright guys, if you made it this far, thank you for sticking with me to the very end. If you loved the video, smash that like button. Support the channel by leaving a comment below. If you're new here and you're not part of the Panda Made Squad, hit that subscribe button. Remember to ring that notification bell to be the first one to get notified every time I post a new video. And until next time, keep it real, and I will catch you in the next one.